Beleza. Bora lá, que eu nem lembro o que eu tava fazendo. Deixa eu ver. Ah, tá. Tem duas subquests ali. Uma main, eu já fiz aqui o da Excalibur. Que infelizmente não é melhor do que a arma que eu já tinha. Deixa eu pensar aqui. Aqui é pra entregar o Rubi Estelar, é isso? Já vamos meter essa quest igual abaixo aqui. E aí, Celo? É o quê? Pera aí que eu perdi aí. Você manda mensagem muito rápida? Eu não. Como é que você tá, Celo? Deixa eu só agradecer aqui a amiga minha, que ela me mandou um negócio que eu precisava. Cara, eu tenho a impressão que se eu usar a versão USB desse fone que eu tô usando aqui mesmo, o som é melhor. Graças a God. Cadê? Cara, eu tive um dia difícil, não vou mentir não, mas tudo bem. Já dizia Cazuza, faz parte do meu show. Te pego na escola e encho a tua bola com todo o meu amor. Te levo pra festa e testo teu sexo com ar de professor. Faço promessas malucas, deixa eu trocar de conta. Nossa, como eu sou burro. Tão curtas quanto um sonho bom. Se eu te escondo a verdade, baby, é pra te proteger da solidão. Faz parte do meu show. Faz parte do meu show. Bem-vindos aqui, bem-vindos, pessoal. Ô caramba, corretor maldito. Pronto. É, com saúde é uma coisa relativa, tá? Pronto. com saúde é bem... É bem depende, né? No meu caso, não muita saúde, mas tudo bem. Exatamente esse é o problema. Por que que tá um cadeadinho nessa quest ali? Eu não tô gostando. Ah! Opa, botão errado. Por qual o progresso dessa missão está restrito? Ah, cara, que cu de bunda. Indo na cola do Barrabás? Não, não, depende. Essa main quest aqui é parte da história. E essa main quest, na verdade, tá muito, muito chata. Sinceramente, até agora é a pior main quest. Mas aparentemente é a última parte. Mas não foi Barrabás que prendeu Jesus. Barrabás é o ladrão que estava do lado dele, crucificado também, amarrado. Pôncio Pilatos quem crucificou, quem condenou para ser crucificado. Plus, ele deu a opção do povo escolher entre salvar Jesus ou Barrabás. E o povo escolheu Barrabás, que é um ladrão.
Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered. What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight.
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Do you think there are as many as Martha says?
More.
Coisa que eu mais detesto no jogo é essa corrida automática.
This is no time to ride.
Olha isso.
Let's go.
E ó, essas barreiras que não deixam eu saltar daqui lá pra baixo. Irritante.
Clive, wounded.
Nossa, vai botar esses bichinhos bosta. Sério? Olha essa magia, Celo. Tô ajudando esse povão que não tem o que fazer. Sério? Agora, eu fiz umas subquests offline que foram as melhores do jogo.
come to rob this place?
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
How do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shout they were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashics snapping at their heels, and they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
Damn it all!
We'll worry about it.
You look after everyone here. I will. You two be safe.
Cara, essas quests assim, são sem inspiração nenhuma.
My brothers.
Mad dogs.
Você perdeu a minha live, já enfrentei ele. Você não viu esse poder que eu lancei agora de pouco do Bahamut? Vou lançar outra ainda que você não viu.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up
Foi
the
bem
lift to
épico.
Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
So Wade.
Lord Rosfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Ele morreu depois daquela luta? Não pareceu?
Damn it. We need to get the injured to safety.
O importante é que a mãe dele morreu.
We can certainly try.
Ele ficou ferido, o Fênix ajudou a levar
With
ele.
us, Sir
Mas...
Wade.
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Ó, Bahamut, ó. Eu já matei uma tartaruga dessas já. São fortinhas. Giga Flame dela. Asas de luz. Vem a tortuguita. Tortuguita do mal. Não posso levar dano enquanto tá carregando. Palma do Jota. Chuchuê, chuchuê. Ai, droga, tem que bater na cabecinha, ó. Vem então, vem então, vem então, vem então. Venha. Vem aqui. Não é homem? Não, foi uma tartaruga. O quê? Ele errou? Ah, agora eu tô muito puto. Cara, por que eu tô errando esse counter?
You're finished.
Ela é rank B. O dragão foi ranking S. E tem mais um bicho rank S pra caçar. Mas quero acabar essa quest, não aguento mais.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't
Tem
think
a
so.
tartaruga.
And yet again you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking in.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to...
A second hawk.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without...
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good.
Aqui, ó. Ah, não fala que não pode teleportar. Ah, não teleporta ali. Louco. Mas teleporta aqui pra cima que tá mais perto. Cara, não vou nem mandar mensagem pro Dix que ele tá sem net, coitado. Tá no 4G.
Just patch me up as
Nossa, que saco! Sério, duendes?
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Chocou a casca. Nossa, esse jogo tá com, assim, uma falta de criatividade pros inimigos que tá de parabéns, né? Nível 2. Ai, me bate! Acho que não, né? Nossa, toma, Mega Flame na boca.
Something's coming.
Manda um bicho grande, vai. Manda um dragão.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, Sir Wade. Shall we?
Droga, mandou aquele bichinho de ranking C. Nossa, começou uma ofensa, bicho. Pelo amor de Deus. Quer disputar poder então? Isso. Coitado.
Do you see any more?
No.
But it won't be long before the next...
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
Blá, blá, blá.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
Damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain, it's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have...
Well, when you put it...
Ai, graças a Deus. Missão concluída, porque é chatona.
My lord, there's someone I'd... Oscar? Over here.
Ele vai me dar um Oscar. And the Oscar goes to...
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch. I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on, then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I am a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his...
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his... You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians...
It's all right. We know what you... There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
I will not let you down, Lord Rossfield. You or my uncle.
Se eu tiver que escolher entre a Shiva e o meu cachorro, filho, você não vai lutar nunca. Ó, desbloqueou aquela quest lá. Ah, e tem uma sub aqui também pra eu fazer, então pera um pouco. Ah, tem que treinar um rubi pra Marta. Um rubi estelar. Marta. Venha pegar seu rubi estelar.
Fate seems bent on driving me from my inn. They want me out, gonna have to try harder.
If you could, I'd be in your debt.
Não, tá com cadeado ali. Ai, que bosta de quest chata do cacete. Nossa, Final Fantasy ficou muito chato com esse esquema, sinceramente.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
We sent Cursebreakers to Martha's Rest, Dalamil, and Northridge.
Was wondering when you took hours from all our friends thanking. How is it you always manage to arrive at...
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of it?
Let's see. The nations are still in chaos. And
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Now's the time to visit the infirmary.
Thank you, Otto.
Finalmente alguma coisa interessante pra história. Ali, ó o Bahamut ali, ó, que você perguntou.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason.
Pelo poder do
All
protagonismo.
dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
Podia ter Leviatã,
I've
podia.
encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I
Ele
to
tentou.
hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
Sorry, inside you.
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Tô ocupado agora pra ficar lutando essas batalhinhas bosta. Só me chame pra batalha grande.
Well, what's the short of it?
I told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Nossa, abriu mais 200 sidequests. Pelo amor dos meus filhinhos. E aí, fechou todas as outras. Eu não consigo completar aquelas ali do Rubi Estelar. Mas que caralho! O progresso em algumas missões já não tá mais limitado. Sério? Por que eu não posso ir lá então?
Seems like
Blasted book. Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for?
I'm all the cook will be needing. Thank you very much. What? You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, so I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself.
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. So...
a fried mortress of
Exato de
skyworm.
vermicelo
It's one heck of
frito.
a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what...
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say...
Wow. That's a question for a scholar. Kindly old fella who wants...
Fine. And if he does, I'll see if I can find...
You do that.
Vou fazer essa. Nossa, já tem outra ali dentro. Oi, moça.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to...
Valicia, a culinary pilgrimage. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chancellor's stew. I do hope...
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know...
So the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern. Their ground liver.
Dragon livers.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very...
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about...
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance. A herb which grows along the north reach. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life. In which regard, fried mortress of skyworm is undoubted.
Meaning that if I find one, I've...
Best of luck, Clive. And you save me a bite.
Eu não te chamei porque você tava sem internet. Eu achei sacanagem, né? Tipo, tá sem internet e vou mandar mensagem pra ele falando que eu tô fazendo live? Puta que pariu, né? Aí ele caiu o cu da bunda.
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Cara, às vezes ele é Hipócrates, eu leio o nome dele sempre como hipócrita. Eu tenho problemas. E eu não posso viajar pro Rincão, deixa eu adivinhar. Ó, que beleza. Eu não posso nem terminar essa quest. Mas vou pegar todas elas, porque depois que você não pega, você não consegue pegar mais.
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try.
144p de fuder? Foi um convite?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales, the ones she made for her workshop.
Tem avião aí pra sua
I
cidade?
borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and my first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, which almost certainly means they had.
Perhaps a visit from...
I think it just might. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. They were in the atrium when I last saw them.
Tá, essa aqui dá pra fazer aqui pelo menos. Não tem avião ou não foi um convite? Que grosseria. Nossa, outra quest ali, peraí. Outra quest aqui. Finalmente o troféu do poder da pena. Peço perdão por esse gesto repentino e inapropriado. As circunstâncias me forçaram a buscar ajuda imediata, e não tenho outra pessoa a quem recorrer. O senhor, seu estimado tio, me deixou encarregado de uma tarefa muito desagradável. E sinto que não serei capaz de atender essas expectativas. Aí tem negócio? Oi? Que negócio? E sinto que não serei capaz de atender essas expectativas, principalmente por me faltar aptidão marcial. Sou apenas um servo, não um mercenário. Embora eu tenha aptidão física para cuidar dos afazeres de uma mansão, sou completamente incapaz de me livrar de bandidos em vielas. Se não for incômodo, meu senhor, suplico que venha me visitar no repouso da Marta. Explicarei tudo com mais detalhes. Sebastian Rutherford. Olha, tem nome de um elemento químico. Rutherfordio.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Where would he be at Martha's Rest?
Aqui o cachecol que eu peguei, é isso? Mike Rutherford do Gênesis. Deixa eu só responder aqui que nem vi essa mensagem. Pronto. Você acha pra mim é só um borrão na tela do celular. Vai vir pagar minha internet aí, tem negócio? Olha, hein? Não me subestime. Ok, Celo, sem problemas. Você tá doente, bicho? Tomando antibióticos? Espero que não tenha tomado estômago vazio. Aqui as crianças que eu queria. Essas crianças olhando pra baixo.
Sid! Out of your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not.
Oh.
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? Why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something worked is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Ah, isso só borrão é ótimo.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each, if even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the
Papaco do
others?
filme? Tá com gripe, mas a gente não toma antibiótico com gripe. Antibiótico é muito forte pra gripe.
This is called the arm.
Seguro
What
morrer
do you
de
suppose
velho.
that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right.
O papaco que você tava falando é do filme? Do pistoleiro?
Like a chocobo wing.
Você já assistiu o filme inteiro? Porque a versão que tem no YouTube é cortada.
Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchen to fry bangers.
But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff.
But what if I wanted to weigh goods? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn.
Tinha pederastia? Não
This
lembro
tiny
disso.
piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear.
De quem?
Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Mididol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right.
You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, right round, round, round.
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple.
Not my fault.
You know what part's supposed to go? Let's put the piece in...
Not a bad idea. So, now that we've taken...
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes what.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms.
Tá, e onde tá a pederastia disso?
And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. Yeah, all finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who...
That's right. We're Miss Mididol's hairs.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out.
What do you think, Sid?
O modo de falar errado, você quer dizer, né? Porque pederastia é uma coisa muito
Little more help from
específica.
Miss Mididol and Miss Shirley. I'd say...
You hear that?
Until then, though...
Hey, look. We never used the cogwheel.
Você sabe o que é pederastia?
You don't think Sid forgot about it?
Você não quis dizer orgias? São coisas razoavelmente diferentes. Fale com Shirley. Shirley. Na biblioteca. Shirley, vem cá. Imaginei. Pederastia, meu querido amigo, é homossexualismo. Relação entre duas pessoas do mesmo gênero. Isso é pederastia, queridão. E é um termo bem ofensivo. É, foi. Isso é praticamente um xingamento, pra ser honesto. As pessoas antigamente se referiam a duas pessoas do mesmo sexo como pederastas. Olha lá, os pederastas. Opa! O filho de Ouroboros. Ah, é, eu preciso de uma tanga manchada e de uma flor de morbol. Ou seja, eu vou ter que matar outro morbol. Que eu não tenho nem ideia onde tem, porque ele é boss. E uma tanga manchada, eu não sei onde está.
That it? Fine.
There's a storm coming, Sid. Will there be...
Well, did
It was as you thought. The children, they dismantled them to see how they work.
Oh, no, Mid will have my...
Thankfully she won't. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how... I shall see that the children are proper...
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She'd have them follow in her footsteps.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been...
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva.
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition to anyone else, it would be an opportunity. But to Mid, who lost both her parents, but that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people...
Which explains her. She's working to give them a better life. And so...
Ah, you've given them far more than that.
Ah, Gracie. Olha, deu 25 de influência. E se eu ficar pegando side quest, daqui a pouco a tela toda vai estar cheia aí do lado. Opa, deixa eu só ver se a vovó tem um item não. Vovó Sharon nunca tem nada do que eu preciso. Vovó. Só item fraco, caramba. And I got to know your name. To take your private number, baby. Sobre a fortuna aos céus. Essa aqui aumenta 15% XP.
Rubbing me blind, you know.
Se eu puder, manda aí. Aumenta os pontos de habilidade obtidos em confrontos normais em 20%. O soldo da arte da terra.
You'll not find a better
Útil
price
também.
than that.
Combinando com essa mecânica, atoleiro, adentro, bela, obscura e vasta. Cara, que curiosidade pra ouvir essa música. Último elixir. Após o nocaute, recupera todos os PVs, completa a barra de transcendência e aumenta o poder de ataque em 10%, defesa em 30%. Nossa, que coisa pelona, bicho. Quero. Porque sou desses.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Is that all?
I don't know if I'm the best person to give you that, but I can try. What do you have to do to be noted? Oh, this is a very, very funny question, you know? Because when you are younger, people tend to ignore you because teenagers are mean. Qual é o próximo?
I wasn't expecting you back.
1120, ok. 1060, eu tô quase
Come
lá.
again. I may have more for you.
I don't know if it was an easy question to answer to you, my friend, because that depends on the kind of people that you want to attract, you know? Sometimes you like a person, but isn't a person for you because she isn't attracted for any traits that you have. That means that you're trying to attract the wrong people, you know? You have to try to connect to people who likes you, things like you like, you know? Because the opposite isn't attract itself. It's a lie, a very big lie. But that's an old guy thoughts, you know? I can be very wrong. I can say to you that the best thing to attract other people is be yourself.
What am I gonna do? Is everything all right, Goots?
Good.
You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in
It's all right.
Focus saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. But she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the... I wanted to ask her about it myself, but she'd never give your tongue a lashing.
Don't worry.
Oh, you'll let me know what she said?
Of course.
Just be yourself, and when you find the right people will find you. Usually. You emanate the kind of energy that you want to attract.
Lady Karen. How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then.
Can't complain. What exactly? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my...
Just... all right.
Oh. Are ya? And who what?
All I know is that someone in Dallas...
And what? You believe it? Look. I've done things I'm not proud of. But that woman is no more.
You're right, Lady Karen. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No. It was now. I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your duke.
Of course.
Ai. Levei uma chicotada pelo neto dela.
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she...
That the rumors were unfounded. And that, along with some other things, that While it sounds like she may have done things she
Oh, well, I knew Nan wasn't caught up in it. But why would people say she was?
No, but people do things for all sorts of reasons.
Well, that trader, he said they were all talk, so that's where I'm going. I'll find some.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever spread...
Oh, but that's...
Tá, mas eu não posso ir pra Dalamil agora. Tem mais alguma subquest pra eu pegar? Não. That's a kind of question that I can answer to you, you know? I'm not too religious like that. I think that is not that I'm not too religious for that, but my kind of beliefs is very different than yours. I believe that your actions can always use the God words. In every action you do, in everything good that you do, should have the God's power within it. You don't need to be inside the church to be a God's pal. Nossa, vai todo mundo junto? Povão? Cloak and Dagger. Dá pra ir de Chocobo todo mundo? Deixa eu ver.
Enjoying this, are you? Gavin, the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Cadê? Was attacked,
tá ali.
she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Maybe.
Fly, Ambrosia.
But for sure it's a kind of person that know when to retire because know that you need to be alone. Sometimes we need to be alone, you know?
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Like a very good friend say to me someday, you have to take care of your mind healthy. But I can't say I don't have so much friends, you know? It's the kind of price that you pay to say anything you want to say, to express your opinion. Eu tava assistindo live do Pokémon United agora de pouco, e eu comentei que eu não gosto muito do jogo. Aí um garoto falou pra mim assim, mas é legal pra você jogar com seus amigos. E na hora minha mente pensou assim, eu não tenho amigo pra jogar nada. Daí, ao mesmo tempo que eu pensei assim, mas tá, você escolheu ser assim. Ai, bombinha ridícula. viver junto com pessoas e se sentir só, mas aí é outros 500, por que é que você se sente só? Às vezes você só tá andando com as pessoas erradas. Onde é que tá esse outro inimigo que tá apontando que eu não tô vendo? E cadê os outros caras do combate? Gente, ali. Não, não é ali não. Sumiu todo mundo, cadê? Povo! Yuhu!
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade.
Não é que seja culpa, você tá usando a palavra errada. Mas é só que, tipo, às vezes é um motivo de reflexão pra você tentar mudar algumas coisas. Depende de quem você quer estar. Às vezes você só quer estar com as pessoas erradas. E estar no meio de pessoas erradas vai sempre fazer você se sentir sozinho. Teve uma época que eu tinha gente brigando pra estar perto de mim o tempo todo. Era umas coisas bem absurdas. Mas eu sempre me sentia só no final, porque eu sempre estava me relacionando com pessoas erradas. Sei lá. Com gente que não tinha o mínimo assim de tipo de conexão, sabe? Em nenhum sentido. E eu só era legal porque assim, do tipo, são os seus amigos. Eu tava em festa o tempo todo, sempre tinha gente me buscando, me levando, me trazendo. Sempre tava cheio de gente ao meu redor. Mas eu me sentia só.
You're injured. What happened here? Where are your
Swallow Duck. My own men did this. There's a village not far from here. We can't...
I'll go. Rest well, souls.
Turururururu. Mas essa aqui que tá no meu caminho.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic is still there.
Às vezes eu tava rodeado de gente que puxava meu saco porque tinha interesse em alguma coisa, queria que eu usasse minha influência pra algo. Na época da loja que eu gerenciei tinha muita gente que me tratava bem porque queria emprego, sabe? Era uma puxação de saco constante, inclusive. Tudo falso. Essa magia é bonita.
Is someone there? Please, I can't move my leg.
Já vou, moça. Eu só vou abrir esse baúzinho. Cadê você que estou te ouvindo, mas não estou lhe vendo? Ali.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting.
Taken care of. One of your brothers.
Another survivor.
His wounds were...
He was right to send you. Those things. Tabor is safe thanks to you. You seem
You must have me confused.
Son of a whore. I was there, in Cosness, when you killed my brothers. I was there in...
My war with Hugo Kupka is over.
It wasn't my ill will!
Ele mal consegue ficar em pé, tudo bem se você insiste.
Fine.
For Titan!
Então eu vou usar o Titan pra ganhar de você, queridão.
You're in no fit state to fight.
And this should be easy for you. Come on. Kill me!
For what? The sins of your master. You and I have no quarrel.
No. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are
an... like
him. Nothing like you. Just know that I will.
Fraco. Agradeço. Mas há quem discorde das minhas linhas de pensamento. Você viu aí numas lives recentemente, né? Algumas pessoas, mesmo que você apresente fatos para elas, elas são cegas. Inclusive aquela live lá, aquela conversa, me rendeu uma bela... qual é a palavra? Ah, Lobo, eu não quero lutar com vocês são fracos. Eu vou ter que descer do Chocobo só pra matar.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I have.
Me rendeu uma bela reflexão.
Back to the stables, girl.
Eu refleti acerca disso e isso me fez entender porque que tem tanta gente que ainda acredita no mito.
Where now, Joshua?
As pessoas são cegas aos fatos quando elas não querem, quando é uma coisa que não agrada a elas, que elas não concordam, elas fecham os olhos dela para todos os fatos, entendeu? E continuam vomitando coisas. Naquele dia, eu conversei com o Dix muito essa semana sobre isso, e eu falei para ele, olha, eu me segurei porque é uma pessoa que é seu amigo, e eu gosto bastante de você. Você é uma pessoa que é muito gente boa comigo, extremamente delicado, mas não me coloque mais numa situação como essa, porque minha paciência se esgotou. E da próxima vez, a pessoa não vai só sair da minha cal. Da próxima vez a pessoa vai ficar puta comigo e vai sair berrando por aí. Eu caguei, não tô nem aí. Eu cheguei à conclusão assim, se você quer ser um idiota, vou lhe tratar como idiota. Vou dar para as pessoas aquilo que elas merecem. E como eu disse pro Dix, não pense que isso me faz uma pessoa intransigente. Eu adoro discutir quando existem argumentos. Quando você tem para apresentar uma opinião embasada e bem argumentada, eu adoro discutir. É muito gostoso. Agora, quando sua fonte é as vozes da sua cabeça, não me interessa.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yotei, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Yote.
Rise, Lady Yote.
Yotum
You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloedanites who besiege
Waloed.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails up at one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Enquanto isso, no lustre do castelo... Agora.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm
É
is on the
Barnabas.
brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Isso não é bom.
Members of the council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
Ele tá sendo manipulado pelo Ultima também.
Do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic.
He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Ah, vocês querem prender o cara que usa o Odin. A lança do Odin. Cara, ele conjura sua lança. Que da hora. Quando ele quer, claro.
Pathetic creatures.
É um Henrique Kill.
Imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris.
A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the Prince's light cannot have sated you.
Cara, ele tá possuído pelo Última também. Tadinho, ele parece gente boa. Nossa, ele matou todo mundo.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
Essa frase é minha.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant. Even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yotei of the lake?
By all means.
Yotei, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Umielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yotei.
Yotei.
Let's find our friends.
Batalha com 4 personagens, aí sim. Oxi, obrigado, Rico. Ó, funcionou então ligar o...
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I heard.
Arrasta pra cima. Sejam bem-vindos. E aí, Daniel, como é que tá? E aí, Vitão? E aí, Soldado Radical? Josiane Silva, Roga, como é que vocês estão? Se vocês puderem, quem não segue o canal aí, ó, dropa um follow ali. Por favor, aqui só live de jogos novos. Né? E não se esqueçam de deixar o like. Sejam todos bem-vindos. Gratitude, Arrigão, muito obrigado, meu querido. Estamos aqui no Final Fantasy XVI. Matou 3 Bowser bugado. Mas essa hack que você tá fazendo é beta também? Ou era hack aberta? Era uma hack bonitinha, gostei da trilha sonora principalmente. Escolheram bem as músicas.
Cyril.
Hack como desenhado de maneira fechada. Valeu, Josiane, obrigado.
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged at my behest.
Deve acontecer bastante nessas hacks, né?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of his grace.
Vai jantar, homem do céu, pelo amor de Deus.
Keeper of the flame of the Phoenix and rightful
Obrigado pela raid aí.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Vai fazer o quê, Celo?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give
Torta de bolacha?
service to the Phoenix.
Gosto.
Such is and has ever been.
E aí, Roga, como é que tá? Tudo bom?
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token.
Fazer uma sopa pra nós. Tudo ótimo.
For as long as you bear it, members of
Pra ver, eu tava tentando achar o nome, José.
if there is nothing
Ai, é tão bom, né?
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
It's a Canva then.
We'll talk about this later.
Posso nem falar nada, meu nome é Salvador.
You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Era o mesmo Bowser do Mario World? Não fala mal do Rogaciano, não, que ele é meu querido.
Free cities and the sea.
Bowser do Mario 3. Tá. Eu acho o Bowser do Mario World mais legal, mas enfim. Wellington, e aí? Seja bem-vindo, meu querido. Orc de infantaria. Como tem pouco orc no jogo, eu vou matar. Eu sei que não, tô enchendo seu saco. Ave Fênix! Ele pula na direção do mar e quebra o chão. Você já não jogou uma hack esses dias que já pulava pra quebrar o chão? Não foi a hack de madeira, mas foi outra, lembra? Foi, não foi? Não tô louco não, né? Vamos fazer counter desses orc, vai. Bate então, orc. Bate. Bate, orc. Bate então. Ah, de novo, bate mais uma vez já. Isso, counter. Foi a penúltima que era? Ah, bom, eu não tô louco. Cadê Thomas, aquele mundo? Eu falo, Rigor. Hoje eu tava igual aquela cena do ET. A hora que eu mandei mensagem, ele respondeu, me veio aquela cena do ET clássica. Nossa, ele sabe falar. Porque, né, aqui é só live maravilhosa.
Clive, smoke. Is the city fallen?
Às vezes eu achava que eu tava falando com um bot, porque é live maravilhosa e no superchat é sempre pouco, mas é de coração, coração, coração. Isso, ó, desde os tempos, desde o começo do canal. Ô, Rogar.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gavin and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the
Vai
docks where we
queimar a
agreed to
sopa.
meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Se bem que, Josi, queimar a sopa precisa deixar muito ligada, né? Puta vida, precisa ficar muito tempo no fogo pra queimar. No máximo vai grudar um pouco no fundo da panela. Agora queimar. Ai, abriu as outras subquests. Finalmente eu vou terminar. Pera aí, gente, que eu tenho que entregar um diamante aqui. Aliás, um rubi, é isso? Passar essas informações do canto da tela ali, porque senão não há quem possa. O rubi... Nossa, tá fechado ainda a quest do rubi estelar. Ah, não é possível, bicho. Eu sei que é zoeira. Eu achei engraçado.
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh?
Sim, ele cozinha super bem, né?
Sir Wade's guardians took a rest. Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems they're barracks. Now, I don't mind having a few more bricks, but we ain't got nowhere for him to bed down. Poor buggers are having a mate. I'd build him a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put him? They're just in... Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep...
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over, but there's only so many we can shelter with the... We can't keep cramming more and more people into lessons, and that's what I was hoping you might help me with.
Cara, ela me deu... eu vim terminar uma quest e ela me deu outra quest.
So, where were you thinking?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than
Eastpool. It's been a long time since...
It was a tragedy, and if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's
Como é que
done
queima
is
a água?
done.
A água ferve, só não queima.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in.
Que queime é a
I reckon
panela.
it's got a good few years left. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den. Nasty bastards they are. Would have sent someone to clear them out sooner if my boys didn't. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on.
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved.
And I know them. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we... And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too.
Of course.
Fui escalar a madeira do meu filho, quando acordei só tava o pó. Então, né? Não vou falar que eu já não queimei alguma coisa, porque daí seria mentira. Ela não vai deixar eu terminar essa quest, bicho. Tá, eu vou fazer outra quest, mas eu não vou fazer essa aqui dela agora, cacete. Acho que no rincão aqui tem outra, né? Estraguei uma tapoé. Por quê? Derreteu? brinca que você... Aqui tem uma quest fechada, é isso, né? Não posso fazer. E tá aqui o bicho que eu preciso caçar, então vou nesse aqui. Não diga que você foi esquentar no micro-ondas quando você disse esquentar a sopa e botou no tapoer e esquentou e o tapoer derreteu. Não é possível.
You needn't fret. The creatures.
As long as you remain.
Estamos aqui aguardando a resposta avidamente. Meu Deus!
To the meadows, then.
That's what the captain said.
Ele tirou do tapoer e botou a tapoer em cima do fogão, né? Derreteu a bordela. E o bicho que eu preciso tá lá, ó.
Socrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot.
Aqui, ó, o inverno do dorso azul. Oi, bonitão.
This must be our way then. All right. Let's get this over with.
Dá só counter na boca. Counter. Giga Flame. Ave Fênix. E já era. Não tem micro-ondas. Foi esquentar leite, queimou o pão. Não sei o que acontece se tiver um saquinho no micro-ondas, o que que queima. Agora precisa daquela plantinha ali. Virou carvão. Nossa. O problema pra mim é o cheiro que fica, Josi. Cara, eu tenho asma, cheiro de queimado assim me faz muito mal. Tipo, muito mal. Tá, essa aqui tá fechada, não posso fazer. Aqui tem uma em aberto, é isso? Em busca da justiça 2.
Taking you all to a storehouse in the bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
You know what you have to do. Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you.
Mas quanto tempo você botou no micro-ondas? Eu coloco 1 minuto pra esquentar as coisas. Tipo café com leite assim, que o café já tá meio quente e o leite frio, eu ponho 1 minuto no máximo, fica pelando.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village, my comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not.
Era uma jarrinha.
And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you. Will you take them to your hideaway?
I will.
Thank you. The people I speak of have withdrawn to go.
Understood.
Eu tenho que tomar cuidado. A gente tem um micro-ondas novo aqui que meu irmão comprou, que não tem prato giratório nele, sabe? Ele esquenta tudo por igual. Então ele é retangular, né? Não, na verdade ele é quadrado. Só que tipo, ele vai muito pra dentro. Tipo, ele é grandão, sabe? Por não ter o espaço do prato, né? Você consegue colocar, por exemplo, aquelas prateleirinhas para esquentar mais de uma coisa, se você quiser, até ao mesmo tempo. Então, tipo, a hora que você abre, você tem que olhar bem, porque se alguém guardar alguma coisa, às vezes você pôs o prato na frente, ficou alguma coisa atrás, você nem vê, porque, tipo, cabe quase 2 pratos mesmo. Pra onde foi essa quest agora? Deus abençoe o teleporte, ó. Colinas da Bela Oral, de Oral Belli.
Let's go.
Colinas da Oral Belli.
Back to the stables, girl.
Everyone, Quinton has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the master thinks best.
A vida de rico é diferente. Literalmente é o forno micro-ondas. Cara, se eu soubesse, Rigol, que você não tinha micro-ondas, quando ele pegou esse, a gente jogou o outro no lixo. A gente colocou na frente pra alguém levar. Era um Brastemp daqueles inox, sabe? Mas ali dentro, no lugar onde o prato gira, sabe? Bem naquele lugar onde o prato gira mesmo, onde ficam as rodinhas, ali começou a enferrujar. Então, na verdade, tinha que lixar, né? E passar spray ali do lado, que ficaria zero bala. Mas meu irmão acabou trocando, porque ele gostou desse que esquenta por igual, sabe? Que não precisa girar. E a gente jogou outro fora. Se eu soubesse que você não tinha, eu tinha te dado, bicho. A vida de rico é diferente, não sei, não sou rico. Gente, rico é quem não precisa trabalhar. Eu trabalho. E não é pouco ainda, gente. Quem me conhece sabe que eu trabalho pra caralho. Ah, eu queria ser rico uma vez na vida, pelo menos. Silvio Santos é workaholic, né?
We have to get Quinton to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. They don't stand a chance. They're all gonna fucking
Tá, me deixa dar porrada, só isso. Trabalha só por diversão, né? Mas não tá trabalhando mais, né? Ele vai fazer o último programa agora pra aposentar falando disso.
It's way over to the east, through the woods.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
Eu sei, eu tô zoando. Gente, não me levem tão a sério assim também, viu? Eu sou zoeiro pra burro. Não me levem a sério se eu pedir nudes pra você, daí me levem a sério. Fora isso, eu tô sempre zoando. Então, só que o Silvio Santos mora em Orlando, né? A gente não. Nem no Brasil ele tá mais há muito tempo, né? Em vez do tonto ver onde é que ele tem que teleportar, não, o tonto tá andando a pé, né? E a batalha é aqui, ó. Nossa, besta pra caralho. É o quê? Oi?
Good girl.
Com nudes não se brinca, gente. Nudes é coisa séria. Eu não vou matar esses bichos. Sai daqui. Show. Sai do meu caminho. Nossa, tinha um boss secreto aqui. Aquela bomba que eu tava procurando, Celo, tava aqui. Não, não trabalho tanto assim não. Já trabalhei, Roga. A maior parte da minha vida, 23 anos, eu trabalhei quase o tempo todo de domingo a domingo, tendo uma folga por semana e às vezes trabalhando 13, 14 horas por dia pra mais, tá? Hoje em dia eu trabalho só 4 horas por dia.
Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
O incompleto é. Ah, não acredito que eles vieram aqui pra enfrentar esse bicho. Bah. Isso aqui é rank C, acho. O que você faz, Roga? Eu trabalhei 23 na verdade numa loja. Na verdade dá mais que isso. Eu trabalhei... Deixa eu fazer um cálculo. Eu trabalhei dos 14 aos 42 anos no comércio. Quer ver? Alexa, quanto é 42 menos 14?
42 menos 14
26.
é igual a 28.
28. Ó, eu trabalhei 28 anos de comércio, gente. E agora eu vou descontar nesse bicho aqui. Que da hora. Fica tem Alexa, socorro aí, Gu. Você não vai me acertar nunca, bicho, só se eu quiser. E aí, Dick? Agora sim, ó. Terra Flame! Já falei que você não vai me acertar, só se eu quiser. Toma counter na boca, vai. Agora toma isso aqui, ó. E morre. Alexa, imita o Lanzoca.
Ai, meu escoceiro tá joando.
Ele imita mesmo.
If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
This is.
Não entendi o que ela quis dizer, mas enfim. Meu joelho tá coçando, é isso?
And I cut him from ear to ear. Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause.
Traz café, desliga a luz. Isso é escravidão.
But what is this? Justice. My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might...
Cara, eu acho que SC é São Caetano. Socorro.
Master Quinton! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry.
Sou do Sul desde que
I
nasceu.
tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lost Wing. It's been flooded.
Nossa colonização aqui é do Sul. É de tropeiros. Tanto que a gente fala um monte de coisa que vocês falam no linguajar de vocês. Tem uns influencers que eu sigo, que são gaúchos, sabe? E eles falam vários vocábulos e a gente usa aqui também. Inclusive a gente tem uma associação de tropeiros linda.
Lost Wing. My Lost Wing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen enough
Você ama
to
seu
left
pai ou
before
seu
the flood
país?
struck. What if there are still people in there?
Você esqueceu o acento.
Don't be a fool.
Damn it.
Né, inimigo chato, Jesus, morre então, vai. Ai, esse negócio machuca minha orelha, caramba. Quem me acertou? Valeu perder o Tupperware? No geral, Rigo, você tá preferindo morar em Campinas ou você preferia São Paulo? Era melhor não ter perdido?
I need to get back to Quentin.
Ai, deixa eu só trocar o meu fone de ouvido, vai. Esse fone tá machucando minha orelha pra caramba, bicho. Vocês devem estar me ouvindo pelo microfone do controle, anyway. Eu acho. Nossa, agora que eu vi. Caramba. Ai, bem melhor. Nossa, mãe do céu. Cara, tava machucando muito minha orelha. Ah, mas o Dix é hacker. Encontre Quinten. Cadê ele? Tava aqui agora de pouco. Quinten. Ah, tá ali. Ah, não acredito que ele morreu.
Quentin. Quentin, look at me. Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here.
O áudio ficou melhor também. Ah, esse daqui é USB, é muito melhor do que o outro. Aquele ali, e aquele ali também é, em teoria, USB. Mas eu tenho que pegar o outro cabo para ligar, para virar USB. Aquele é um Pulse, na verdade, é um da Sony mesmo. Porém, não obstante, ademais, ele é muito pequenininho. Aliás, ele é todo estofado e fica em cima da orelha, só que é côncavo. Então ele abraça a orelha. Muito melhor.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Nossa, ele é tão lindo. Eu achei ele tão bonito.
All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains.
Vai cagar, Roga.
I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that.
I thought you were... I prayed, and you did. Can't we just go back to how it was?
Ainda é cedo, dá pra ir beber.
You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow?
Because we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
All of us, all of us.
As long as we're still here, it is.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
Fato.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's Quentin will suffice, after all. We are family.
Cara, ninguém merece ressaca.
Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You say...
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
Você queria um abraço? Tadinho do céu. Hoje em dia eu me dedico a beber só Coca-Cola. Fala que abriu a outra quest. Veraneio Vascaína. Não, tá fechada aqui, ó. No outro mapa não aparece, ou imundice. A não ser que uma alma caridosa banque uma noitada de luxúria. Pra mim, luxúria é outra coisa. Isso foi um convite? Reavivando a chama. Os cabelos safadores vão dormir também. Valeu, Roga. Obrigado por ter vindo, meu querido. Pera. Né, Josi? Noitada de luxúria é outra coisa, né?
Inn's full. Don't bother. So, Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rossfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free
Volte sempre, Roga.
That's right. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes. And then there are the bearers. Men and women who found the courage to... We need somewhere to settle them. And I can think of...
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be... With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of...
So?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely... A small force would suffice to clear the village. But if the Akashic were to follow them in...
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandit. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
Só falta visitar só.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk.
Well, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead.
All right.
We shall see you there.
Aí, ó, o Dix que é rico. Ele usa a mousepad da Razer. Cara, ela não vai deixar eu fazer essa quest. Obrigado, Roga. Se cuida, meu querido. Obrigado mesmo.
My Lord Marquis.
O Rutherford aqui, ó.
I am Sebastian Rutherford.
Rutherford.
Steward of your lord.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
What was so sensitive that you couldn't put it...
1,000 apologies, my lord.
It's all right.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your tasked with learning what I am able
também não pago nem a
of the
pau.
realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother, the subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, the gears...
Quer ver, ó, eu uso, na verdade, eu jogo Magic, né, o pessoal que me conhece sabe que eu jogo diversos jogos de carta, mas eu costumo jogar Magic. E o que acontece? Magic usa uns playmates, que são... parecem uns mousepads grandes, sabe? Para jogar em cima das cartas. O Rigor já viu. E eu tenho vários, então eu uso esses de mousepad, porque dá certinho o tamanho da mesa do mousepad. Quer ver? Ó, eles são grandes assim, tá vendo? A câmera não vai dar pra mostrar ali todos, ó. Deixa eu ver se o que eu gosto tá aqui. Não tá. Eu sei onde tá, tá no tubo ali. Espera que eu vou mostrar. Eu gosto muito desse aqui, que é de uma carta que eu gosto, que chama Goblin Guide. Tá vendo? É uma caverna. E eles são grossos. É todo borrachado e coisa e tal. Então é bem legal. E eu tenho uma bela coleção desses aqui, na verdade. Deixa eu pôr de volta ali. É que eu tenho um do Mario desse aqui. Normalmente eu uso ele na mesa, mas eu não queria que sujasse. São lindas. Sem problema, Marcelo. Boa noite pra tu. Esse é o que eu costumava usar, gente. Mas eu tirei ele da mesa porque eu não queria sujar, porque eu gosto dessa arte pra caramba. E é difícil pra burro achar isso aqui. Mas é bonito, né? Deixa eu pôr de volta. Eu não consigo encaixar mais. Botar o pau pra cair folha. O que é isso? Ah, igual fazer bagunça. Já falei pra você que se for igual do cara que... Se for igual do cara que queria se jogar da ponte, eu não aguento. O que é estranho?
Governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however,
Eu sei que não.
believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and
that sounds like quite
Pra
the
mim tudo tem.
it is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several...
Alas.
I have lost contact with two of those colleagues already.
Né?
They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that...
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the...
That doesn't exactly narrow it down.
Cadê a Tata que sumiu?
I suppose.
Não veio nem me dar um oi.
Thank you, my
Depois
lord.
fala lá no grupo.
I
Ah,
shall
esse
pray
Xavier
for
tá em
your
live e não
success
divulgou.
and safety.
Imunda. Isso, pra vocês terem noção, isso que eu tô fazendo é só side quest, tá? Ah tá, ele tá esperando no Lago Leste. Imunda nem é xingamento, é elogio, poxa. Eu só chamo de imundo do jeito que eu gosto. É tipo a dona... É tipo a... Ai, caramba. Tipo Dona Hermínia, sabe? Marcelina, essa imunda! Não toma banho, não lava as calcinhas, vai pegar uma bicheira na xereca? Olha a treta.
Who the hell are you?
Então morre, então.
Kill them!
That's the end of that, then. Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too.
Tava malhando o pau no Dix, sabe que delícia? Ai, descobri, Dix, que inclusive o Thomas fala, sabia? Muitas coisas. É só na nossa live que ele é o mudinho. Acho que ele não gosta da gente.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching? I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind.
Corre.
I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge.
I would hope so.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away. Before any other...
Of course. I'll leave it with me, my lord.
Aqui ele entra, fala live maravilhosa e sai.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own.
That's all of them. And not a single Akasha. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding them. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that... It'll take a bit of elbow grease. But we'll see Eastpool rise again.
So wait. Lady
Não
Hannah is
procure
buried
por
here.
Dix e site
If you don't
promíscuo.
mind,
Você fez algum
I'd
vídeo que eu não
like
tô
Oscar
sabendo?
to join the
Oba!
rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send us...
And we will, my lord.
Eastpool lives again.
Deu quest
Let's go and
completa?
tell Martha the good news.
Depende de como você escreve, pô. Eu acho super certo. Faz muito mais sentido, inclusive.
Ah, there you are. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bat. What's all this about? Some shape? On second thoughts, it'll only give me nightmares of my own. What man?
I suppose it will be.
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it better. There's plenty bad happened to that place. But that don't undo the good that happened there.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong back...
Thank you,
A Madre Teresa de Calcutá.
Oh, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Ai, graças, terminei essa missão. Finalmente vai deixar eu entregar o rubi.
Clive!
I wasn't expecting, but it seems we still owe you, and though I doubt it's what you were expecting.
A star?
R. Anjo.
It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find...
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me anyway. Why are you the one here asking a bit much, sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat?
Something like that. Most days I think...
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was
Anjo.
nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Command, probably knew that without his strong arm and level, Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's all... And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone.
Sortuda.
Hit Otto hardest of all.
Eu não vou nem comentar mais, eu não vou falar mais sobre esse assunto com você,
Quite
Dix.
the opposite, in fact. I reckon what
Como
he
você
saw
disse, eu
in
fico
Sid,
presumindo
he
coisas,
saw in
então eu
you
não vou
too.
presumir mais.
And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half that, and you keep.
Ai, nem quero entender essa, Josi. Melhor deixar pra lá. Tá aqui a outra, né? Isso. Ô, piroca. Retorno aqui mesmo. Ah, essa carinha bonitinha. É só pensar, é um cajado para amassar o barro do dilúvio.
Those things I said before.
La 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 la.
Milady, I come bear
gifts. Oh my.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the hideaway's debt with the veil, and to compensate.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be... Tell Otto he can keep his bauble. The man owes me nothing. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and...
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please. And for Otto's. For all of us.
Otto is lucky to have... I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you...
Otto had a son.
Long ago. Yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened. Whether there was anything he could have...
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
Não parece.
I'm beginning to see that.
Mas esses são bonitinhos que aparecem aqui na tela do Play.
Go will want to know the stones were delivered.
Nossa, terminei essa quest, nem acredito. Essa aqui do que é? Ah tá, do Dalamil. Nossa, agora piorou. Jesus.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Do you like being struck by thunderbolts from on high? Then don't let anything happen to Mid. Yeah?
Goat. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted...
Ah. But she was just too stubborn to take. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could...
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever.
Isso agora eu que não entendi.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised? You earned this.
Que não derrama lágrimas, não obtém sustento.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Por que ele ganha brinde? Tá te incomodando e ainda vai ganhar brinde. Ah.
Lady Karen, Goat tells me you weren't happy. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you. I may have tossed a talent or two in the... But those were donations. And you can hardly call it...
Of course not. But surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prick? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you... Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid who's... You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just...
Nossa, nem pensei que as bananas eram cereja, socorro.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which,
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass beyond. Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit...
I knew so little about him.
Pera.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of...
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Então tá.
Before he died. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship. He bought passage to... I forget where. We set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fight, me and Sid stayed close. Promising we'd wander. That was... before the magic woke inside my son soon after his first name, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family wanted the monster. I couldn't turn my back on him. Forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily,
Agora eu entendi.
Sid was of the same mind as me.
Mas você usou no meio, tinha que ser o retinho.
All I wanted
E não o
was to
parênteses.
tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him and he was true to his word too. Left threw away everything he had, all to right a wrong that no one else. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
Não, ó, redondinho, redondinho e reto. Só tá de... olhando de frente, não de perfil. Entendeu? Assim, assim, assim. Barro do dilúvio.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown.
Cara, é o personagem mais massa do jogo.
Easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true.
Agora sim.
I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting.
Quinta série hoje tá, ó.
Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you.
Ai, que absurdo. Não vou, não. Eu tenho tanta coisa pra lembrar na hora, vou lembrar disso.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
Tanta coisa pra eu pensar na hora, eu vou lembrar disso, tá louco? Eu, hein?
Bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Jesus, Dix. Só tome cuidado, porque embora às vezes só dê flag, tem vezes que eles derrubam a live. Eu fui fazer Guitar Hero uma vez, não deu 15 minutos.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Que triste foi isso. Ah, finalmente. Nossa, deu 20 de renome só. Funk da mais alta qualidade, Jesus. Existe isso? Perdeu o Dix falando que isso é funk da mais alta qualidade. Ah, tem que terminar a receita aqui, ok. Funk bom era da época do Furacão 2000. Esse era bom. Imagino.
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
né? É diferente, vem com a gente, quero ver geral pirar.
Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And,
Wyvern livers, was it? Now then, you stay right. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on. And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than...
Manda lá.
So, not fit for consumption then?
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet. It is a tour de force. A force of nature, even. A male...
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right.
Decent. It's remarkable. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback
Feijão
wyverns
meu fafa
forthwith?
de cocô.
I'll give it some thought.
Meu Deus. Meu Deus. E eu que achava que a música ao lado bom de ser gay já exacerbava as coisas. Mas essa aí se superou.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Good morrow to you, my friend. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Pois é, você viu que agora tudo fez sentido, Josi? Então, era isso. E jogue seus braços pra trás, balança o seu pescoço no swing da batida. É um morto muito louco.
Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Para, para,
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapping.
Could be I know
Tadinho do
something
cãozinho.
more. What's it worth to you?
I've got... Clive! I found someone who says he's heard the rumours...
Have you?
Go on. Tell him...
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her.
Faz que atrasado.
Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war. And the more war being waged. And who will they all turn to? Why, the good Reaper.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens. You'll find her right here, plying her trade.
Here in Delamil. Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market. But if you're not the patient, that it'd be a bolder man than me that braved. Feeling bold, traveler? Now, if that's all...
Sorry to have kept you.
Adoro essa musiquinha de tensão que toca.
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places.
Eh?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks.
Good question.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but...
You too, Goots.
Goots. Olho por olho aqui, e aqui é tarefa para servo. Nossos teleportes são divinos. O jogo basicamente não tem load mesmo. Olha que gostoso. Olha que delicita.
It has long been my habit to keep...
The safety of the town is in our hands.
Let's go.
Yeah!
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Tem que ser subterrâneo? Quem?
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a...
It was a fairly unconvincing test. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, boys? He's all...
Ah, ele quer minha espada, coitado. Eu vou dar minha espada pra vocês todos.
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
Aqui, ó. Toma.
It's over.
MC Gorila.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he only wanted that bull of a manservant. You weren't even supposed to...
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Kara. I was only supposed to point the lamp in... Then you turned up. Well, go on then.
You're not worth the effort.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goots.
Sabia que ele ia se meter em encrenca. Sabia. E jogue seus braços pra trás.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty painted lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible...
For they are not lies. Every last word...
Goose.
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in...
After what she did, it is only right. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime. Goots, was it? Only with your employ... Run along now. You...
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt, or I'll...
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice? Well, the whole thing got me thinking. Who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And as certain though it was just Bogan back then, I thought the years might have taught you some sense. But I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always... What was it we called you? Wet legs.
Molha cueca.
You bitch! Everything that... It was all your fault!
Com essa faquinha, sério?
And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Ship.
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck. You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye.
Nossa, da hora.
Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
Nossa, tem uma música lá no outro canal, doações acima de R$50, toca a Tati Quebrar Barraco, hein?
Is he?
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It isn't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean?
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice.
Toca aquela... Homem é pra sentar, vocês querem amar. Homem é pra sentar, vocês querem amar. É por isso que sofre. Cara, muito boa. Toca um pedacinho da música que ela canta bem rapidinho, que é muito da hora.
Lost it to old wet legs back when we were working the same routes.
Nunca vi nada, nadinha. Nunca vi nem comi, eu só ouço falar.
So took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots in. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs.
Me armes.
But what if he comes back?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the wet leg. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Não terminou essa quest ainda? Nossa, ela vai fazer eu ir lá no esconderijo falar com ela? Então tá, né? Homem é pra sentar, vocês querem amar. Esses dias eu tive um pesadelo, semana passada, retrasada, tinha até a Carla Pérez no meio, Jesus.
Ready, go?
Someone's got himself in trouble.
Ai, não.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already...
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
Melo ou Carvalho?
If you...
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Não foi tão ruim o pesadelo assim. Usa escudo agora, vadio. Não encosta no meu cachorro, seu palhaço. Não, só que ia ter um evento aqui na cidade que eu tava lá porque eu tinha que participar, que era do meu trabalho. E aí ia ter um show com a Carla Pérez. E eu tava contestando as pessoas dizendo assim, mas como vai ter um show com a Carla Pérez? Ela nem canta.
Much has changed in the Republican army.
You've seen this kind of thing before.
Você não acreditou, você nem sequer notou. Disse que eu era muito nova pra você, mas agora que eu cresci, você quer me namorar.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe...
What of the Fist Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such...
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Those who weren't recalled now rule...
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers?
A Carla Pérez não, né? Inclusive a Kelly Key era bem safada, pensa bem. Toda naquela época só a criançada escutando. E o que ela cantava? Ela cantava Não Quero Mais Brincar, Brincar de Adoletar. Quer brincar de adoleta? Quer brincar do quê, então? De mostrar as tetas? É isso? Credo em cruz. Aquilo lá não canta, pelo amor de Deus. Falar que ela é cantora é até ofensivo, né? É desvio de caráter.
Who among you is bold enough to heed her call? Is that blade for hire, perchance?
Figuratively.
Well, a passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade. Dread Evis are a great...
How do you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. Bring me that beast's skin and I will
Né?
Right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such trouble, leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint, I eagerly await your safe and above
Tem
all,
uma cantora que eu gosto muito, ela canta também, e ela que remixa as músicas. Eu tô tentando lembrar o nome dela, pera um pouco. Ai, como que é aquela música mesmo? Ai, cacete, agora eu vou ter que achar aqui. Pera um pouco. Bárbara Labres. Pra geral ficar à vontade. Final de semana continua baile no Barbie da Bárbara Labres. Cara, ela é muito boa. E ela é linda. Meu Deus do céu, ela é maravilhosa. Ela é muito bonita. Conhece, Nix? Bárbara Labres. Pra geral ficar à vontade. Final de semana curtindo a vibe no baile da Bárbara Labres. Cara, essa música é muito boa porque é dançante. Aí eu acho legal. Eu falei Bárbara Labres, você lembrou da Barbie? Olha a Bárbara Labres aí na internet. Procure ela. Tenho certeza que você vai gostar. Ela é linda, você não tem noção.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would...
The university?
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my... The answers I seek lying just... Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the...
Climb the stair.
And memorize a few... some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's...
Gente, eu não consigo imaginar você vestido de rosa.
One each to the north. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a namely. Otherwise...
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilion.
Estilo macho alfa. Eu não consigo estabelecer o seu rosto numa pessoa. Aí que tá. posso nem dizer que eu vou imaginar a cena, porque eu não vou. Meu Deus, isso aí é pura poesia, né? Guardiões do cristal, vós sois as primeiras pedras de Tabor. Sagrado seja o vosso sangue, como uma mãe protegei a cidade com fervor.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
And what is the others? Ainda bem que eu não escutei essa, Dix. Me dá um embrulho no estômago.
So it's these stones to Canva and the rest of the boxes.
Né? Não quero mais brincar de adoleta. Ether flood. Yes, and very near. Essa foi a que eu examinei ou é outra? Não, essa foi a que eu examinei. Eu tinha essa Playboy aí, inclusive. Mas eu achei um absurdo, por enganação essa Playboy, né? Porque ela não mostra nada. Cúmulo do absurdo.
Are you buying or selling?
Espada de diamante, 270, 245 de diamante. Ruim, ruim. Dos ombros de gigantes. Ok, não.
Come again.
Confesso que eu gostei mais da G do latino. Achei muito mais educativa. Oh, baby, me leva. É uma paródia de Capital Cities. Tá ligado que as músicas dela é tudo latino que fez, né? Ah, o Dix não gosta de mulher musculosa.
If it wasn't for those domed roofs protecting the stones from the elements, the truth of Tabor's history would have been lost centuries ago.
Ai, droga. Filhos dos caçadores, agora lavradores deste solo, colhei as bênçãos prometidas e protegei esta terra das pragas que os assolam.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor.
One more. One more time. Andarilhos das planícies douradas, finquei vossos pés nesse firme chão. Compartilhar vosso orgulho com todos os seus iguais, pois sobre as pedras da cidade agora juntos viverão. Se você ler o ritmo dessa parte, you could be my luck even if a hurricane of frowns, I know that we safe and sound. Ué, mas a mulher fortinha é tipo aquele vocalista que você gosta lá, que canta Vem deslizando, vai.
repair, considering that...
Oh, what that I could have seen. Come, don't tease me now. What did you... let's start with the engraving to the south.
Do sul, Guardiões do Cristal.
Guardians of the Crystal. The first stones of Tabor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this... but whatever could have driven the engraved...
Wanderers of the Golden Plains. Lay your war.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of this.
Sabia que ia ter que lembrar.
Children of the Hunters, now tillers of the land. Reap her promised blessing. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's 3 engravings. 1 for each Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of... Nonetheless, one cannot help.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far.
O Belo, que é uma antítese, né? O cara é horrível de feio e chama Belo. Ih, que cena horrenda. Comércio de pele é aqui. Putz, esse lugar é chato de ir, hein? Ai, cacete.
How are those new boots treating you?
You keep lying when you expect to be through thing. When I'm someone else just waiting, but you're best. You should have missing when you should have been missing. Pode falar, tá de boa. Só tem adulto aqui. These boots are made for walking, and that's what they do. One these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you.
Ah, Lord Rossfield.
Não, tá de boa. Deixa eu ver. Deixa eu ver se dá pra chamar socorro, não?
Before we set out.
Meu Deus. Estou sem palavras. Opa, eu quero essa figurinha aqui. Sim, agora tá valendo ali. Não sei. Não sei o tamanho do seu pau. Mas se você mostrar, a gente pode tirar a prova. Aí dá pra falar com propriedade. Eu não gosto de supor as coisas. Quem sou eu, né? Como dizia aquela lá do Zorra Total, eu só falo quando eu tenho certeza. Tô no lugar certo? Não, já virei a rua errada aqui. Volta. Pera, aqui é pra cidade. Não, é pra cá. Volta aqui, Ambrosia. Olha, eu não falo mais nada. Eu tô de buenas. Eu só tô jogando Final Fantasy. Eu não tô falando nada. Já dizia Cirilo, eu só quis dizer. Nossa, olha que combo. Peco tirou do fundo do baú essa, hein? É que eu tô com preguiça de descer do Chocobo, aí tem que chamar de novo. É lá que eu tenho que ir. Joguei muito Ragnarok. Não foi meu primeiro MMO. Meu primeiro MMO é Phantasy Star Online.
Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet.
Quer que eu mate tu só no bloqueio? Eu mato, palhaço. Você só vai me acertar quando eu quiser. Palma. O Gigaflame tá caindo ainda. Beleza. Agora é só entregar a quest aqui, é isso? É. É uma live de família? Tipo a do Jailson?
Here's your hide.
I worried you might never return.
Minha irmã. Josiane e Josiana, né?
Yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for and more.
É por isso que a gente não faz sucesso. A gente tá fazendo live no lugar errado.
With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this.
Very well.
Dele mesmo? Ele faleceu, né?
Fate had a hand in our meeting. It do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
Limpei as quests desse mapa, bicho, não acredito ainda. Vai pro Forken. Boquetland tem uma quest.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I didn't mean to make... I just thought I had to...
Aye, well, someone had to. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if you've always been me right eye, and I'd have you stay that way. So don't...
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero with...
Thanks, Nan.
Gente.
There's nothing he...
That's as maybe. He'll need to start looking out. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back. Just like...
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Cara, será que...
Let me tell you a story.
All right.
Them rumours Wetlegs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but to satisfy that lust I sold to opposing armies. Stabbed my every client, but then one day... said it'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making, and all without aiding or abetting any outlaw. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could... And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved it. And the rest, as they say, is a dozen years on. And I'm still not the richest damn. But I can say that I have never... You've all shown
Você podia fazer com câmera daqui pra baixo.
More precious than Gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up, or you'll have me to answer to.
Gente.
Aye, it's a dangerous world.
Putz, não vai ter nenhuma arma nova pra eu comprar, bicho. Nossa, que tristeza. Vou gastar meu guil comprando essas coisas aqui mesmo. 4-8.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. Is that all?
It seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
Essa tá tocando é Crepúsculo.
Good morrow to you, my friend. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. What subject shall we consider today?
Nem sabia que tinha pré-grupo.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Tá, só ficou uma missão lá no Rincão pra fazer isso. Eu ganho mais experiência fazendo missão do que lutando.
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone.
And then you found him.
Rockford.
Alistair Rockford, attendant
of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been how long? Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers.
Bandits.
They looked more like field. It didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victim.
Which way did they go?
South, toward...
All right. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach. Visit the Vale. Tell them...
Thank you.
A Rita também sumiu. Quem é Rita?
They just couldn't resist, could they?
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Vou levar Giga Flame, ó. Bata então, quero ver. Toma então. Esses dias eu tava em live do TikTok, daí entrei no live, tem duas garotinhas parecidas com a Jefferson Caminhões agora também. Quase 3.000 pessoas nessas lives. Aí eu fiz elas falarem meu nome e gravei, sabe? Uma falava, uma é da azeitona. Como que foi mesmo? Arara, Savior Marques, azeitona. É muito engraçado. E eu gravei pra colocar de coisa de donate na minha tela, sabe? Porque ficou muito engraçado, cara. E a outra eu não lembro o que ela falava. Mas eu gravei as duas. Cara, 2.500 pessoas e ela só lê. Quem manda a Rosinha, ela vai lendo o nome da pessoa. Fulano de tal, azeitona. Cara, ela fica só lendo e só ganhando dinheiro. Tipo eu. O quê?
There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price... When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention...
I shall return to Northreach right away, but allow me to thank you first.
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Pistolus as soon as I'm able.
Ai, finaliza, vai. Não faz eu voltar lá. Dá recado, por favor.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Resumindo, eu só fiz subquest nessa live. O pior é que eu gosto de azeitona, então foi legal ela ter falado, combinava comigo.
I see you're still here.
The rest's location affords a constant... Speaking of which, I received word from both my...
I only happen to be in the right place at the... They both seem to think the realm's prospect...
I am afraid that Storm is in crisis. And if we are to... And we must work.
As it is mine.
Ai, graças a Deus. Obrigado, Rigol. Obrigado pela raid também, meu querido. Bom descanso pra tu. Eu vou jogar mais um pouquinho só e daqui a pouco eu já fecho também. Tô com fominha. Não jantei e não almocei, hoje preciso comer.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
I pity those in the villages.
How are you doing? Quick look.
Ansiedade e insônia, ixi, aí é osso, hein? Tá faltando essa aqui. Tá. Ali.
If we're going to do this, we'll need
Heloise e os irmãos
The
Delícia.
timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware,
Até.
when these dark skies swept over, Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have none remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection, but the army too is in disarray and finds itself unable to provide.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers were...
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with the blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. And we believe we have found one. The place was abandoned a long time ago.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman.
How could I refuse?
Excellent.
Vou, né? Fazer o quê? Só tem eu.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut.
I will. We have an entire village. Even if I begin right now, I'll be... So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons...
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chedras Thread, past Leitney's Cleft.
Leandro de Cerdra.
I'm sure.
Essa Lightning é uma ponte, é isso. Isso aqui vai fazer eu subir de nível de influência. Me gosta. Ah, isso mesmo, bem aqui, ó. Tá mais perto daqui. Não é uma ponte, é uma fresta. Fresta de Lightning. Ambrosia.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Cara, o povo pode não gostar de RPG. Mas tá aí uma coisa que eu adoro fazer live. Mano, é muito gostoso, é muito relaxante, é tranquilo. Tem os seus momentos de desafio, mas é muito bom. Se eu pudesse, eu teria um canal só de RPG. Sai na frente, Duende!
This must have been a nice place once.
It will be again.
This is all you have? Really? Isso, me ataque para subir logo o nível da magia. Nice. Sabia que ia chegar mais. Meu irmão tem isso também, Josi. Sinestesia. Não, sinestesia. Ai, como que é o nome mesmo? Esqueci o nome disso. Mas te entendo. Mas eu não tenho, graças a Deus.
I think that's the last of them.
I think you're right.
Mas teve gente que já reclamou bastante que eu mexo muito a câmera mesmo nos jogos. Uma realidade, infelizmente.
Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust...
I shall.
Lá no jogo velho tem sempre mais gente interagindo, Josi, do que aqui.
Him again. Someone you know?
Yes, but enough about him.
It's done.
You made quick work of it.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't... She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've...
All right. Eloise, I just got back from...
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble.
Lá sempre tem gente conversando.
Well then, now that I suppose we'd better fit. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our
You're still in negotiation?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf. But things have... I suppose it's to be expected. This is the art. But we shall emerge
Well...
I'm not sure I do.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to... He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the big...
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic. And they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their... And judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say...
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery. And we have striven, but this was not the life my sister wanted. I won't let her give up on her dreams again. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister, and I want to repay the favor. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my...
She loves you.
And I love her.
Se eu sou o jogo velho também?
I want this time to be different.
Sim.
To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure
O
I'll
próprio.
still need some help from time to time.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had bet these bearers aren't going to move them. That's a job for the Crimson Carrot.
É que lá só tem jogo velho agora. Os jogos novos são todos aqui. Porque são públicos diferentes e o pessoal que gosta de jogo velho, que frequenta lá, não vai quando eu faço jogo novo. Então eu comecei a separar para o algoritmo parar de me sabotar. Porque senão toda vez que eu abria a live, não vinha ninguém. E aí o canal começou a crescer. De novo. Graças a Deus.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Ah, agora desbloqueou. Legal.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Medalhão de escorva.
Here you are.
1550 a próxima.
All done?
Fale com a Josi que gosta de conversar. Ela tá aí no chat ainda. Já eu fecho o Dix. Eu acho. Sim. Ele já me ajudou muito já com o canal, Josi.
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. I was starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
Gav.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Eu tenho Uno aqui, mas não costumo jogar. Eu não jogo muita coisa competitiva não, viu? Sim, Dix.
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in the city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived.
Before
Some in the
Horde
merchants'
arrived.
district to the west, and a few of us on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long.
Bora jogar DBD, Dix.
We need to find them, and quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the merchants' district, while you look to those across the river.
Across the river.
Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Primeiro eu preciso ter amigo pra jogar. Não tem muitas pessoas pra jogar comigo não, pra ser honesto com você.
Understood. And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
Shall we?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
Ok. Se arregou não dá? Lusco-fusco.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors.
Nossa, que lindo, olha isso.
They don't stand a chance against those things.
Ah, verdade, esqueci. Que? Ah, você vai ficar dando protection nele, seu vagabundo? Dá protection agora? Só porque eu fui coçar o nariz, você me acertou. Olha! Gostei! Mas é fraco ainda, né? Eu vou quebrar você só no counter, bora. Eu falei. Tá no final? Mais ou menos. 70% mais ou menos. Sea of Thieves. É da Game Pass, por um acaso? Eu acho. Eu não assino Game Pass. Mas juro que eu tô com vontade de assinar porque tá com aquele Wi-Fi Rush. O Shilu tava me recomendando até. Eu vi umas gameplay dele e achei bem legal. Então, não é caro, mas eu já assino a PS Plus Deluxe, assino o da Nintendo, a assinatura pra burro. Ah, eu quero dar counter nisto, vai. Bate pra eu ver. Bate de novo. Deve ser a da Hair. Asas de luz. Você também dá Hadouken? Vai então, nível 4, vai. Eu não matei ele, eu arrebentei ele. Então, e acabou de sair uma DLC do Monkey Island. É a parte 11, pois é, já fiz 11 lives. De mais ou menos 4 horas cada um. Mais um ataque. Isso, agora vai. Nossa, ele de armadura! Mythos. Cara, ele é muito forte. Ele derrubou o Lord Kupka com um soco.
You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rossfield. They are men,
like you and me.
Albeit one's unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are
divine.
Divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous
city. A dublagem é britânica. City.
I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your
Majesty. The vessel shall be not be spoiled. Nada, é que tá a legenda ali, daí só você falar inglês antes, por isso. Caralho! Vamos brincar? Três counter já? Olha a vida dele, mano, nem desce. Ah, vou dar um Giga Flame na cabeça dele. Vem então, vem. Tá, eu tô sabendo. Não vejo a hora de jogar. Palma, Giga Flame. Eu tô com 43, não tô reclamando.
Forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Muthos.
Ele tá usando a lança do Odin.
Yes.
Será que dá pra counterar? Dá.
Actually, I wouldn't.
Toma você também agora, então. Olha a vida dele descendo. Corajoso.
vessel is strong. My liege.
Imagina, Josi, obrigado por ter vindo, minha querida.
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
Gente, que
I'm
fominha.
sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Nossa, a lança do Odin. Gente, que fome que me deu, socorro.
Leaving so soon,
Mythos.
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Walud.
Get back.
I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing.
Olha minha espada, que linda.
No.
É
Your
lendária.
Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people.
So...
And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion
A
of free
roupa, o
will
cabelo.
to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Ah, ele vai transformar em Odin. Avatar ou encarnação já, será?
Try it.
Acho que essa batalha vai ser problemática. Valeu, Josi, se cuida. Obrigado por ter vindo. Volte sempre.
You are as weak as all the rest.
Joshua!
Não, ele não pode matar ela, por favor. Não, ele não pode matar ela. Ele não é fraco não, ele sobreviveu. Ninguém sobrevive à lança do Odin.
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Ai, não. Até, Josi. Cara, se ele matar a Jill, eu vou ficar muito puto, bicho.
Will he be all right?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but...
Butch.
You've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help.
Cara, a Jill não pode ter morrido.
The world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. The Einherjar wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
Ai, caralho.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But you have an idea.
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
The word isn't save yourself. Tá. Quero salvar aqui porque já deu, né?
Right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Upei o nível, ainda foi pro 40. Olha que delícia. Cara, essa habilidade é muito cara pra upar. Putz, esse Gigaflame também, mas esse Gigaflame é bom pra caralho, cara. É fácil de encher. Ah não, esse aqui é o coisa que eu tô usando, tá. O outro é... O outro é Asas de Luz, já tá no máximo. Ok. Sobre flamejante eu não quero upar, impulso. Mas isso aqui é bem apelão. Tem alguma outra coisa que eu não peguei aqui? Ah, o raio do julgamento é forte pra burro também. 3.000 pra upar. Explosão aérea é o mais fraco de todos aqui. E aqui é a chama do renascer. Que eu uso pra caralho também, né? Cara, eu vou upar ela primeiro. Nossa, tem mais um nível ainda. Socorro. Bom, gente, obrigado por todo mundo que veio aí. Obrigado, Dix, por ter ficado aqui. Obrigado, Josi. Obrigado a galera que veio no gank do Arrigô. Sejam bem-vindos ao canal também. Apareçam mais vezes. E é isso aí, gente. Se cuidem. Bom final de semana pra vocês. Amanhã eu tô de volta, provavelmente lá no Jogo Velho. Continuando a minha saga Pokémon. Beleza? Beijo pra vocês. Fiquem com Deus. E é isso aí, gente. Fui!